Life after 60 is often seen through a lens of slowing down, retirement, and reflection, but it can also be the most vibrant and joy filled chapter of your life if you learn to find happiness in the small things. These tiny sparks of daily joy are not only more accessible, but they also add richness and depth to your experience. The first step in discovering joy in small things after 60 is cultivating a mindset of gratitude. When you shift your focus from what you've lost to what you still have, you open a door to countless opportunities for happiness. A warm cup of tea, a phone call from a friend, the feel of sunshine on your face. These become more than mundane experiences. They become moments of genuine joy. Begin your mornings with a gratitude ritual. It can be as simple as writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. This practice rewires your brain over time to notice more positive elements in your environment, and that awareness naturally enhances your joy. The second element of finding joy is mindfulness. Being fully present in the moment allows you to notice things you might have previously overlooked. Listen to the bird song in the early hours. Watch the way sunlight dances on the leaves. Savor the flavor of your food, like it's the first time you're tasting it. Mindfulness brings your attention to the now, removing the anxieties of the future and regrets of the past and replacing them with a peaceful awareness of the present. Learn to celebrate your routines. The predictability of daily tasks like folding laundry, watering plants, or taking a walk can become comforting rituals imbued with quiet pleasure. These routines can be reminders that life is still moving forward and that your participation in it still matters. Human connection also plays a vital role in finding joy after 60. It doesn't require large gatherings or parties. Simple conversations with neighbors, brief chats with grandchildren, or even a smile exchange with a stranger at the park can lift your mood immensely. Relationships often take on new depth at this stage in life. Time feels more precious, and every interaction carries more meaning. Foster meaningful relationships without the burden of expectation. Just being with someone, listening and sharing your thoughts can be profoundly joyful. Reconnecting with old friends, writing letters, or participating in community events helps keep your social world alive and dynamic. Revisit past passions or explore new interests. You might take up painting, knitting, gardening, photography, or writing. Small creative acts bring a sense of accomplishment and expression, even if they're never shown to anyone else. They remind you that you're still capable of growth, of producing beauty, and of feeling alive. Take walks, not just for exercise, but for exploration. Notice the cracks in the pavement, the color of the flowers along the way, the smells of different seasons. Walking can become a form of meditation, especially when you allow your senses to fully engage with the experience. Keep a journal to capture these small moments of joy. Over time, it becomes a treasure trove of happy memories, moments you might otherwise forget. A journal can serve as proof that joy was present even in days that seemed ordinary. A sense of purpose is another essential ingredient in finding joy after 60. Whether it's mentoring someone, volunteering, sharing your skills, or simply being a source of wisdom for your family, having a sense that you matter is deeply fulfilling. Purpose doesn't have to be grand, it just has to be meaningful to you. Your life story matters, and your lived experiences carry value. Share them with the younger generation who may benefit more than you know. From your perspective, one of the most overlooked joys is giving random acts of kindness, like baking cookies for a neighbor, helping someone carry groceries, or leaving a kind note. Can generate warmth both in you and the recipient. Giving fosters a connection and sense of community, which is vital in later years. Find joy in nature, even if it's your backyard balcony or a small plant by the window. Observing the cycles of life in nature helps us accept our own cycles with more peace and gratitude. It reminds us that change is natural and beauty exists in every season, including the winter of life. Embrace laughter and lightness. Watch comedies, tell jokes, or simply allow yourself to be silly. Occasionally, humor softens the harsh edges of life and reminds you that joy doesn't always have to be profound. It can be playful too. Reframe your relationship with solitude. Rather than seeing it as loneliness, use it as a space for reflection, creativity, and self-reconnection. Many seniors find joy in activities they do alone, like reading, drawing, puzzles, or listening to music. It's important to distinguish between solitude which can be nourishing, and isolation, which can be harmful. Engage with the world around you on your own terms. Learn something new, regardless of your age. Enroll in an online class, read about a topic that fascinates you, or start a small DIY project. The brain loves novelty, and learning stimulates mental and emotional well-being. Keep your curiosity alive, and you'll always have a reason to get up in the morning. Cultivate self-compassion. Aging brings challenges and changes that aren't always easy to accept. But rather than resist or criticize your body and mind for changing, offer yourself kindness. Speak to yourself the way you'd speak to a dear friend struggling with similar changes. Self-compassion allows space for joy because it eliminates the emotional weight of self-judgment. Celebrate small wins. Did you wake up early? Did you drink enough water? Did you complete a puzzle or call a friend? These things might seem small, but acknowledging them builds momentum and positivity. Consider simplifying your environment. A clutter-free and organized space can lead to a calmer mind. Let go of things that no longer serve you and make room for items, experiences, and memories that bring joy. Simplicity doesn't mean lack. It means clarity and intention. Remember the power of music. Create playlists of songs that uplift or soothe you and make it a part of your daily rhythm. Music can transport you, stir emotions, and rekindle forgotten memories. Dance, even if it's in your living room. Movement connects you to your body and expresses joy in a very physical way. Sometimes joy is as simple as swaying to your favorite tune by yourself. Find small delights in food, but approach it with mindfulness. Savor your meals, try new recipes, experiment with herbs, or enjoy a comforting dish from your past. Food carries memories, and flavors can bring deep emotional satisfaction. Embrace slow living. Instead of rushing through your days, take time to breathe, to pause, and to appreciate what's happening in the moment. You've earned the right to go at your own pace and to decide what matters to you now. Let go of regrets. Holding on to what could have been steals the joy from what is. Accepting the past doesn't mean forgetting it, but it does mean choosing to focus your emotional energy on the present and the future. Practice forgiveness, not just for others, but for yourself as well. Forgiveness lightens the emotional load and frees you to experience more positive emotions, including joy. Keep your sense of wonder alive. Watch the sky change colors during sunset. Marvel at the complexity of a flower. Observe a child playing with total abandon. Wonder keeps life magical, even in the simplest form. If faith or spirituality plays a role in your life, revisit that relationship, pray, meditate, attend services, or read spiritual texts if that brings peace. These practices often carry with them a built-in structure for reflection, community, and inner peace, which can all be sources of joy. Embrace intergenerational relationships. Spend time with younger people, grandchildren, neighborhood kids, or young friends. They can infuse your life with energy and new perspectives while you offer them stability and wisdom. Be open to technology. Use it as a bridge to connect with loved ones or to discover new things. Online communities, streaming music, or movies and video calls can make life more engaging, even from the comfort of your home. Laugh at yourself. Take yourself a little less seriously at times. A missed word, a funny memory, or a harmless mistake can all be moments of levity rather than feeling embarrassed. Choose to feel amused. It's liberating. Allow yourself to rest without guilt. Your body and mind need restoration, and rest is not laziness. It's essential to well-being. Learn to say no to things that drain you and yes to things that energize you. Your time and energy are precious, and joy often lies in how you protect and spend both. Look at old photos or family albums, not to mourn the past, but to celebrate the journey you've had. Every wrinkle, every scar tells a story, and in those stories are moments of joy, courage, and beauty. You are not a collection of past glories or failures. You are a living, breathing soul, still capable of joy today and tomorrow. Remember that happiness is not a destination, but a practice. It's built day by day through small choices and mindful awareness. You may not control everything about aging, but you can control how you engage with life. And in that choice lies the power to live joyfully, even in simplicity. The journey of discovering joy in small things after 60 is as much about unlearning as it is about learning. Throughout your life, you've likely been conditioned to associate happiness with achievement, productivity, or big life events. But in this season, it's the quiet, understated moments that often hold the greatest treasures. Begin to redefine what success looks like for you now. Perhaps it's having a peaceful morning, tending to your plants, enjoying a cup of coffee in silence, or watching the birds visit your backyard feeder. These moments may seem trivial to others, but they carry immense significance when approached with intention. Don't underestimate the joy of being helpful, even in small ways. Opening a door for someone, letting someone go ahead in line, giving directions, or complimenting a stranger are acts of connection and service that uplift both you and the recipient. Finding joy also comes from recognizing beauty in imperfection. The Japanese concept of wabi-sabi celebrates the flawed, the worn, and the transient. It teaches us to value the aged and the imperfect, much like the lines on our skin or the quirks in our personalities. These elements are signs of a life lived, and when embraced, they bring a kind of peace and contentment you can't find elsewhere. Be patient with yourself if joy doesn't come easily at first. Sometimes it takes time to reorient your heart, especially if you've been dealing with loss, health challenges, or loneliness. But even in grief, there can be moments of light, a kind word, a sunset, a warm memory that reminds you of love. Once you start noticing these glimmers, they become easier to find. You begin to see that life still offers you sweetness in new and subtle forms. Curiosity can be a powerful tool in this process. Ask yourself questions like, what makes me smile? What activity makes me lose track of time? What simple pleasure did I enjoy as a child or young adult? You might rediscover joys that were buried under responsibilities or simply forgotten in the rush of earlier decades. Reclaim them without judgment, no matter how small or silly they seem. If you enjoyed coloring, reading comic books, singing along to old songs, or collecting little trinkets, there's nothing stopping you from enjoying those same things. Now give yourself permission to play again. Play isn't just for children. It's a state of being where you feel lighthearted, creative, and fully immersed. Whether it's playing cards with friends, doing crossword puzzles, or dancing around your kitchen, playing renews your spirit. Accept that some days will be harder than others. That's natural, but rather than resist these days, embrace them gently and seek out even a single bright spot, a comforting blanket, favorite TV show, or a hot shower can become that small oasis of peace. Even on low days, practicing self-kindness and noticing tiny comforts can keep you tethered to hope and joy. Develop rituals that mark your days with familiarity and meaning. This could be lighting a candle every evening, writing one sentence in a journal every morning, or taking a slow walk at the same time. Each day, rituals create structure and provide something to look forward to, even if it's simple. Find joy in acts of creation. Whether it's painting, baking, rearranging furniture, or taking photographs, creating something new brings energy into your life. You don't have to be an expert or produce perfection. The act of creating is joyful in itself. Celebrate your senses too. The smell of fresh coffee, the feel of a soft blanket, the sound of your favorite music. These sensory experiences are deeply tied to emotional memory and can be sources of instant joy. Keep your senses engaged and refreshed. Try new scents. Change your bed sheets. Regularly use scented lotions or even burn incense or essential oils. These tiny indulgences awaken your body and ground you in the moment. Consider writing letters or emails not just to loved ones, but to yourself. Write a letter to your younger self, filled with compassion, or write one to your future self, expressing hope. Doing this helps you process your journey and can be surprisingly healing and joyful. Embrace spontaneity. Occasionally do something unplanned, like taking a new walking path, trying a new recipe, or calling someone you haven't spoken to in years. Surprise can be a joyful emotion, and introducing small, spontaneous acts into your life keeps it dynamic and alive. Find joy in observation. Sit on a bench and watch people pass. Notice how different everyone is, yet how similar. Observe clouds, animals, or the behavior of people in daily life. There's a quiet pleasure in simply witnessing the world unfold around you. If you're a spiritual or religious person, revisit your practices with fresh eyes. Maybe pray differently, read new perspectives, meditate, or attend a service even virtually. Finding peace and connection through your faith or beliefs can become a wellspring of joy that sustains you. Practice positive self-talk and affirmations. Tell yourself, I am worthy of joy. I find beauty in small things, or I am enough. Just a few positive words each morning can reshape your mental landscape over time. Consider learning about other cultures or traditions. Watch documentaries, read books, or attend cultural events. Diversity and novelty stimulate the mind and broaden your appreciation for the richness of life. Joy often comes from feeling connected, not just to people, but to the larger human story. Celebrate your body, not just for how it looks, but for what it still allows you to do. Can you walk, stretch, lift your hands, hug someone, dance, even a little? Appreciate those abilities and nurture them. Movement, whether gentle yoga, a swim, or a walk, releases endorphins that directly boost mood. Keep laughter in your life. Watch funny videos, talk to humorous friends, or recall amusing stories from your past. Laughter reduces stress and helps you feel lighter and more connected to others. Joy also grows when you have something to look forward to. Plan a small outing, a lunch with a friend, a visit to the library, or even a new hobby. Having future events, however modest, gives you a reason to smile each morning. Set goals for yourself that are achievable and meaningful. Whether it's reading a certain number of books, trying new recipes, organizing a part of your home, or learning something new, having goals fosters a sense of purpose and progress. Celebrate when you achieve them, even quietly. Embrace silence too. Not all joy is loud. Sometimes the deepest joy is in the quietest of moments. Sitting peacefully, breathing calmly, and feeling content in your own presence is a powerful form of joy. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Create a space in your home that is just for peace. Fill it with things that calm you: a chair, a plant, a photo, a candle. This becomes your sanctuary, a place you can go when you want to reconnect with yourself. Try not to compare yourself to others. Everyone's journey is different, and comparison often robs joy. Focus instead on your own experiences, your own definitions of happiness, and your unique way of experiencing the world. Think of each day as a new page to write on. Start fresh, even if yesterday was difficult. Each sunrise is an invitation to begin again, and every morning you have the power to choose how you show up for your life. Be gentle with your expectations. Joy doesn't mean constant happiness. It means being open to good moments and knowing how to cherish them when they come. It means allowing sorrow and peace to coexist in your heart. Know that your presence matters more than you may realize. You being here is a gift to others. Your wisdom, your stories, your laughter, and even your silence can be meaningful to someone else. That knowledge in itself can bring joy. Revisit old songs from your youth. They carry nostalgia and emotion that can lift your mood instantly. Music is memory and melody woven together, and it connects you to different parts of your life while still grounding you in the present. Allow yourself to cry when needed. Tears can cleanse the soul and open the path to joy. Holding an emotion often blocks happiness, but releasing it with acceptance allows healing and renewed appreciation. For small comforts, cultivate wonder through books, travel, even virtual, or documentaries that explore new ideas. Whether it's outer space, underwater creatures, or ancient civilizations, filling your mind with wonder reignites the childlike awe that is at the heart of joy. If you live with a pet or can spend time with animals, allow them to bring joy into your life. Animals live in the moment, and their presence has been shown to reduce stress and increase happiness. Caring for another living being also reinforces your sense of purpose. Speak kindly to yourself before bed. Reflect on something good that happened, or simply whispers thank you to the universe or to your own heart. Ending the day on a positive note sets the tone for peaceful rest and a joyful tomorrow. Finally, remember that joy is always available to you. It might not look like it did when you were younger. It might not come from the same sources, but it is still there, waiting in the corners of your everyday life. Like the warmth of sunlight on your hands, or the softness of your favorite sweater, or the first sip of warm tea in the morning. These small things are pieces of joy waiting to be noticed. All you need to do is pause, breathe, and let them in. You deserve that joy every single day, and it is never too late to claim it. Same sources, but it is still there, waiting in the corners of your everyday life. Like the warmth of sunlight on your hands, or the softness of your favorite sweater, or the first sip of warm tea in the morning. These small things are pieces of joy waiting to be noticed. All you need to do is pause, breathe, and let them in. You deserve that joy every single day, and it is never too late to claim it.